Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Running inside, it's Lacey. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll be dropped.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Hits inside, it's Johnson. Runs through the tackle. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Coming out with it, it's Daniels. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The run inside. It's Lindsey. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. Caught, and he's got room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And right down the middle. On the return, it's Daniels. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Right side, it's Lacey. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the big tight end. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Edwards.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the left. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Enough to move the chains. Here's a little room there at the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quick give. It's Daniels. He's got enough. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. First play of the period, 1st down here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw one first. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Rebels offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Sees a crease. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll give it to Johnson. Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got a little grass. The 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wideout. In the red area, it's Johnson. Stopped right there. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Complete. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They're all over it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. 14. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's changing the play. First play of this drive. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Wants to go up top on second down. Stepping to the right, and he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man to the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
The Rebels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge.
He's loose on the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Deep in the end zone, it's Cunningham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on first down. Holds on, it's Ray.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Second down, gonna throw it. He rifles one deep down the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Alexander. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make some
throws toward the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Got the first down. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke taking on the UConn Huskies. And it's the Blue Devils looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh center downs going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From deep, it's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense does the work itself with the pick 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Miller. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. He breaks a tackle. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Down he goes.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Moving out to the right. Fires to the middle. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Extending the play. Not gonna make it. And the 4th down gamble backfires.
And listen, obviously, in this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know you're going to make some plays for you.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the gun, it's Johnson. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Makes the grab. There he goes. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterback.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack works the two-point try. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they were hanging on to the ropes at halftime, but they have stormed back here, and now with an opportunity to go on top on this drive. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Running inside, it's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Running inside the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Tough run here, it's Edwards. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Clemson jumps to the line. 2nd down to the air. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. Coming out with it, it's Daniels. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. They're going to run it. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeps it moving, it's Edwards. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Jukes his way for more. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw on first. Pulls it in. It's Cook. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Bush is ahead. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Rebels want to move quickly. Driving forward, it's Lindsey. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to get the corner. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
How about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Keeps it on the ground. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side, it's Johnson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But There was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. The offense set for a 1st down play. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey. Turning it on. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to the run, it's Lindsey. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's got it.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They not only need to pick up this 1st down, they need to do it quickly, David.
And they got some yards on 3rd down, so now the 4th down is a little bit easier. But late in the ball game, man, it's go time. We need points. We got to get back in this football game.
4th down, got to have it here. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes a connection. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.